One thing, Mogale City Youth, is going to take us to the parliament. Without anybody here, we're going to the parliament with the Mogale City Youth. I'm telling you, inkumbi zabantwana.
Thanks very much. We will have amendments, the last amendment, I promise you now. Item number 8 will go last. We will go to item number 9. The chairperson of the area, Chairperson David Rashad, please come forward quickly. I will be strictly now, 2 minutes. Brief.
Amanda! Amanda! Hey, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Hey, yes, we'll allow 2 minutes. Mario, 2 minutes. I would like to greet you all. My king, Comrade President, the President of African Renaissance Unity, all the princess, all church leaders, all protocol observed, and respect to all many leaders present here today. The President, please allow me. I would like to give you a very, very good speech, but due to now, I think we are very late. We are running behind time, but we'll request that we should come together again. We should reschedule for us to have at least a day or two. At least a day or two, deliberating, engaging onto how are we going to reach the destination. My speech, that is the speech of the national chairperson, is a speech that seeks to set the parameters within which the agenda as drafted by the Secretary General will be discussed. And it also clears the path of the most important address of the day, which is the address of the President. I would like to appreciate the speakers before me. I would like to appreciate my queen. Hey, what a motivational speakers. I would like to appreciate again our youth. Hey, rena le dinatla man. Ke rena le dinatla. Now again, I would say ARU also stand at the edge of the severe decline of respect of our traditional churches and traditional leadership. I heard one speaker said they were sidelined. They were oppressed. Traditional leadership and traditional churches. We therefore stand with an open hands like a breath of fresh air outside the African continent, advancing towards the southern tip of our beautiful country, seeking to spread our wind of change. Our wind of change. Are we not leading towards the change? Yes. Are we not leading towards the change? Yes. Who doesn't want to change in here? Stand up. It's about time. Time is now. Yesterday is gone, but tomorrow is forever. The message that I want to give to you today about ARU is one. Aru's message is one of the, it's one of reinstating our traditional leadership at the center of development of our people in communities, the promotion of our traditional beliefs, and therefore the African way of making the Africa to rise and unite. Let me quote something again. I remember one day we stood up, all South Africans, all black South Africans, we stood up. We made a cross. We queued. I think it was 2 or 3 days, if I'm not wrong. Where are they today? They misled us. Where are they today? I would like to quote Ntate Mola Arana teacher. I read HOD. Now get HOD Arena today. Aru is going to make the Africa to rise and unite. The children of this dispossessed stand here today, make a call, have our land back. I mean, we've got the owners of the land. You are the owners of the land. This land belongs to us through them. This land belongs to us. Ke bone go parliament today, ila ba ba bone. Bona ba pila bang. Ba be di ngwe ne, nna ke na yona ngwe. No, I don't have one. Mara sentse ke bele jealous le bona. Why? Ka je go ba re emela ba ibitsa ngare ya utswa mafatsi. Do sankada don't kada ke feditse. You understand? Kacheko ba emela people, they are stealing our land today. They are deliberating with our land. They don't even invite them. They don't even recognize them. From 1960, Ntate Kekana is having a title deed. Yeah, 1916 title deed. But it's a problem for Baba recognize. Rena Guda talk about the title deed, but it's been 24 years. We were in power for 24 years, I know. Former Bopani, Harangua, Winterfell, Soshangu, Ken Lagan Sanitary, Levon Mogamurante, Levon Motivation, one and only township. Renale recipe. Lenyaga recipe. But today is not the right time. So we've got the recipe. We all have title deeds, people. Trust me. We engage with all the premiers. We engage with all the provinces. Yes. You all have title deeds. Yes. Trust me. It's just a pity. And I'm not happy about that. We need to motivate you. Whereas the people who had enough time, it's our kings and some of the bishops. You had enough time for motivating these people. So be motivated, be advised that time is now. Neganala program, but then the program, I think we'll deliberate about the program next time. I don't know, because of, if I may understand, it's of the fact that Nesense Rubuega the summary of the events. I was supposed to give the summary of the events, but then I think we'll give it some time. We are going to re-invite you, some of you, because of we are going to stand up, we are going to fight. Yes. Now is the time that we should go and fight down there. People are waiting for us. I think the community that with the coronary Safangote, really enough community. I think, yes, ruin. Whatever reloading in South Africa, no, Aru has already won. Yes.
Thanks very much, Chairperson. The protocol, I have to observe it. Let's quickly rush to Item number 10, introduction of the Honorable President of the ARU, His Royal Highness King Mthimkhulu III. Somebody who's gonna do that is the cager, is on his way. National spokesperson, Leslie Chilwan. Over to you, sir. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. Yo, what an interesting day. His Majesty would know. I'm a man who is hard to please. I set very high standards. I'm impressed with today. I'm very impressed. Viva ARU, viva! Viva! Viva ARU, viva! Viva! Yeah, something is happening. You guys don't know. Let me tell you. I'm going to be very brief because I'm given an honorable task here. You know, when they say come and introduce His Royal Majesty, His Royal Highness, that's a big task. It's a huge task, but I'm going to make it very small because I'm prepared. I'm always prepared. You see, when we talk of a visionary, because there are people we call visionaries. Mudimu arefika utwana. You know, he gives you that, he gives somebody else something else. But then there are these people, they are very few. In every generation, you get a few of these people. They are called visionaries. These are the kind of people that, through God's permission, they get impregnated with the wisdom to see the future. Let me repeat myself. Visionaries are people that, those blessed and few people, that through God's permission, only by God's permission, they get impregnated with the wisdom and the ability to see the future. They can see ahead. And it is not by fault that His Royal Highness Mthimkhulu III is doing what he's doing. It's not by fault. It's not by default. Something default. It's not by default. Remember, he takes this thing from his home because Langalibalele did the same. So it's not by fault. He's only picking up where the mistake happened. Because the very same thing happened many years ago. And Langalibalele, having had the vision, having been impregnated through the blessing of God with the ability to see in the future, he then saw a vision. He had a vision to say he needs to stand up and put together a vehicle to liberate his people, to fight for the land. But because, you see, there's a trick here. But because being a king, he needs not to mix with politics. Because you see, politics is a limited vehicle. Some people believe in that other political party, others don't even believe in politics. But as a king, you represent everybody. So it is for that reason that's why King Langalibalele, when he had the vision that he needs to put together this vehicle, he therefore handed it over to relevant people so that he doesn't, somebody spoke here to say, as a king, you need not contaminate yourself with politics. So it is against that principle that King Langalibalele mandated. The right word is mandate. He therefore mandated people, relevant people, whom we call politicians, to take this thing forward. Little did he know that he was sending thieves. Little did he know. So he sent thieves. But he had done it. But now we find ourselves another 100 years down the line, that these criminals, I'm writing my third book now, I'm titling it African National Criminals. I'm that kind of a guy. I tell it like it is. I don't buy face. I tell it like it is. So these African national criminals have messed us up. I mean, they are even pushing teachers, HODs, to resign. I mean, when you mess up to such a point that you make a whole teacher to give up his work, now that's big. And we need not laugh about it. It's a serious matter. It's a serious matter. So 100 years down the line, God comes back and says, "Eish, that thing Konje that I sent Langalibalele for has been messed up. Who do I send?" Fortunately, he goes back to the same house. He goes back to the beginning. And he said, "I sent your great-great-great-grandfather. So I don't have to spell it out for you. It's in you. It's that time." And that is why we are here. Because through God's permission, His Majesty King Mthimkhulu III, I always make this comment. We have kings out there. Yes. They call themselves kings. Yeah. And when I debate these matters, because I like debating, and I know my story. Yeah. When I debate these matters, I always say, if you are a king, and in 2018, you are not so and so, number 6, number 3, number 4, something is wrong. Something is wrong. We are happy. Because this thing you take it from the previous and it goes to the next. And the name remains. And there is 1, 2, 3, so on. So when I first heard of His Majesty King Mthimkhulu III, I was introduced to him by my good friend here, Mr. Madiba. Mr. Madiba is the one that introduced me to ARU and His Majesty. And when he said, King Mthimkhulu III, I said, that's right. The third, I just love that part. The third. Now that's right. Now that's a real king. Because you can tell where it's coming from. He's the third. And I said, for this one, you see, I'm one person. It's not easy to convince me to do something. You have to know your story. To ask me to join you or do something with you, you really must have done your homework. I'm that kind of a fellow. I know my story. So Mr. Madiba, when he said that, and I said, okay, I love the first part is the third. Then he said, political party. And I said, you know, I'm no longer into politics. But then, when we discussed it thoroughly and we went back to what we have been doing prior to me being introduced to ARU, there were similarities. And the key issue for me is this one: bringing back royalty, bringing back traditional leadership into the institution of governance. And I said to him, if that is not the objective, leave me alone. And please, if that objective is not in there, I'm going to put it in. I don't even need His Majesty's permission to do that, because I believe it to be the right thing. And that's how I became a member of ARU, and I met His Majesty, and he appointed me spokesperson. So today I want to introduce to you this man, the Royal Highness. But before I do that, let me show you something where the politicians did a mistake. Please, don't. Where the politicians committed an error. But it was a good error for us. You see, when you read our Constitution, the very first sentence of our Constitution, Section 1 of our Constitution, Act 108 of 1996. This is my Bible, by the way. Those who know me, they will tell you, this is my Bible. Because my mission, my personal mission and vision is to see, like I said, traditional leadership back into the institution of governance. It says, Section 1, the Republic of South Africa is one sovereign democratic state founded on the following principal values. Now, the very first word there says sovereign. Now, let me tell you something. Sovereign has never been political. Sovereign is permanent. Sovereign is not voted for. Sovereign is not appointed. You are sovereign by birth. Yes. Having said that, now you see the cleverness of those who drafted this document. They may have fooled the African national criminals. But you see, they cannot fool some of us. Because some of us, we know our story. We know these things and we understand these things. And that is why they put sovereign even before the democratic state. Because a democratic state is a political setup. But sovereignty, because it's permanent, it's non-political, it comes first. But then in implementation, they jump it. They rush to politics, leaving out the sovereignty. So ARU is about bringing back the sovereignty. So in a way, we are kind of complying with the Constitution. Yes. Something that that they have failed for the last 24 years. It is not by default that therefore our vision reads as follows, and then I introduce my king. Our vision as ARU is that the power of the people, the legacy and restitution of the African people's minerals, mines, economical issues, land claims, properties, and the institutions of state and government, and assets and benefits assets and benefits all the citizens, and the human capital investment issues are in the custodianship of the traditional leaders the United Royal House of Monarchs, and for the traditional leaders to fix, commencing with the restructuring of the structure of the state government for the Republic of South Africa, in order to comply with the Constitution of the Republic, and by further amending and or reviewing some of the sections of the Constitutions of the Republic of South Africa, Act 108 of 1996, for the collective benefit of all those who live in the Republic, and restoring the power back to the people. However, given that all these were taken and snatched away from our forefathers, our indigenous national tribes and people, as our ancestors, our kings, chiefs, and the rest of other common citizens by force, and continue to be hijacked and captured politically and unlawfully by the incumbent political and limited minority political government, it is therefore a priority and a duty of the traditional leaders to enter in political assumption, the political space, and through government, fix and restore the power back to the people. With those words, I will ask His Majesty, King Mtimkulu III, to stand up and address you. Thank you.
Unity!